Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is something I've never done before, and it's kind of cool. Like right now, I feel naked. Yes, I said that. I feel naked. And that's because I don't have my backpack on my back, because I have the cargo bags on the back. Which is okay. Okay, so other than that car getting in my way, I don't have my backpack on me. I put them in the storage bags. And what we're gonna do in today's video, I want to go to my local store because that's where I work as a night manager, and I want to load up these cargo bags, and I want to see how well this bike does, because in my review video it did very, very well, but we didn't have anything loaded up on it. So let me pull over here just really quick and show you guys. I will say, trying to find the kickstand with these bags on is a little difficult. It's not like it can't be done, but you definitely have to get your foot down there and kind of find it, because those are definitely hiding a lot of stuff down there that you can't see. But here it is. This thing looks super cool. This thing would be perfect for like Uber Eats or DoorDash or anything like that. That's what a lot of people thought when I said, hey, I'm going to be taking my bike to work. This is a bike I'm taking. They're like, are you doing DoorDash deliveries, bringing food around? So that's exactly what I honestly think the best purpose for this type of bike is. Or if you live at the beach and you want to put all your towels in there, or your equipment, your setup, maybe you're going to have a picnic somewhere, you could definitely put so much stuff in here. So let me show you, because I did start making a clip in the beginning of this video, but I didn't keep it in there just because it's kind of odd. But here it is. Here's my backpack. So I'm holding my backpack in here. We have Velcro on the edges right here. You also have a strap right here as well, so you can like put this through if you want, just kind of similar like this. Let me show you. Feed it through, and then you go like that, and then you can basically lock it in place. So if you have anything that you need to like really like hold down in there secure, you can, which is super nice. I'm not gonna do that, and this is basically the other side. I think I put my food in this side. Yeah, so this is my food for today, like some of my chips, my energy drinks and whatnot to make it through the day, because I got a whole 9-hour shift that I got to do right now. But overall, I gotta say, these bags are actually super nice. Now, if you do buy this bike on their website, you do get the running boards that these sit on. So if you look under here, it does have a little strap to the running board so they don't fly off of them. But you get the running boards for free. You also, I believe, get some padding right here. You might even get an extra little seat. I'm not exactly sure. You got to go on the website and see what they're including with this bike right now. But these bags are extra. So you got to go on their website and purchase these bags separate. But you'll already have the running boards right there. But these bags are absolutely fantastic. But if you don't want those, you can get tons of other accessories on here. You can get a big cooler that sits right here. You can get a seat for like a child to sit back here. There's so much stuff you can do with this bike. But anyways, the main reason we're doing this, like I said, we're gonna get groceries, we're gonna load it up. I wanna see how the torque feels. At night, we're also gonna test out the rear brake light, which is actually not a brake light. I think it's just a standard traditional light. It doesn't get brighter with the brakes, but I always just call them a brake light. Then we're gonna check out the headlight as well in the front. I'm really curious to see how that's gonna look. And if that doesn't look good, they do have an accessory on their website called the beacon headlight. And it looks like I need to tighten it a little bit better, but we can adjust that later on at night. So this is basically gonna be a night riding footage video at the end when I get off of work. So we're definitely gonna test out all these lights and see how it is. And I gotta make sure I compensate for how wide these bags are. So this definitely made the bike wider. That's not like crazy wide where I'm gonna like hit stuff, but definitely have to compensate for that. And we don't have any suspension, so got to be a little bit careful going over bumps and everything like that. But so far, nice and smooth. Haven't hit anything bad except that little dip right there. But nice and stable. Seat's pretty nice and comfortable. After probably about 20 miles, I don't know if I'd want to be on the seat anymore. I'd probably replace it. But for short distances, like 10 miles, it's not too bad. Another thing I want to mention too is because we have both batteries, this is the dual battery e-bike. You can get it with a single, which is $13.99. If you do get it with the dual battery setup, I believe it's like $16.99. I love this traffic. Damn, someone just dumped all their trash. All right. One thing I need to mention on this video is that I did not charge the batteries. Because I have the dual battery setup on here, I feel like it wasn't necessary. We got 28 amp hours in total. If you do pick up this bike with one battery, it's only 14 amp hour, which is good to get, I think, about 15 miles of range at pedal assist 5 if you use the throttle only and you don't pedal whatsoever. And then if you get the dual battery setup, you're getting about 30 miles of range if you're in the highest mode, doing about 30 miles an hour. But if you stay in mode 1 and you actually pedal this bike, you can get up to 150 miles of range with the dual battery setup and 75 miles with one. I'll put the thing up on the screen so you guys can see it. It's probably already up there. But I didn't charge this bike. That's basically what I wanted to mention to you guys. So that's why it shows that we're down, I think, like 3 battery or energy bars. I should say energy bars. They're not battery bars, they're energy bars. But anyways, I should have charged it just because I knew I was going to be loading up this bike, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. So far, I have 11 miles on this bike, and with my weight, it should probably do about, I would say, 30 to 35 miles of range, roughly, because on their website, they do a 180-pound rider, and I'm roughly about 165, 170. So that's why I'm getting the range that I'm probably gonna get. But if you're heavier, and you load this thing up with stuff, and you ride fast all the time, your range isn't gonna be that great. Another thing about this bike is I'm not too worried about these tires. The tires are actually pretty thick for what they are, and they're 20 by 3 inches wide. I think they'll be okay for this trip. I mostly worry about the tires that come like the Lang or something, like whatever they're called. I don't like those ones. The cool thing I'm liking about this bike right now is obviously I'm saving the weight on my back. Of course, I don't have my backpack on right now. That's awesome for the fact alone. But it doesn't feel like any different. Like I have a lot of weight in the back because I have my food on this side, my backpack on the left side. It doesn't feel any different. I'm still moving along, having a good old time. And all right, well, this is actually gonna be the first time I come up a hill. Now I am pedaling pretty strongly. I am connected to the pedals. There's no ghost pedal on this bike, by the way. If you guys didn't see my review video, not a single bit of ghost pedaling. It actually has this, I think it's PWR, and it's like some type of power management system or something for the pedals. I don't know exactly how it works. It's like some voodoo magic, but it always feels like you're pedaling on this bike. Even right now, at 26, 27 miles per hour, I actually feel resistance in the pedals. It's crazy. The one thing I do like about this bike is instead of going off the battery bars, because we were coming down the overpass right now, which I probably took that clip out because I wasn't saying anything, is it went all the way up to full, and then they went all the way back down. You can see they're bouncing around right now, so if I let off, they'll probably jump back up in a second. But what I want to say about that is we have voltage right down here. So our voltage right now is 49.5, and I believe we can go down to 40 volts. When you're really pushing like 41 volts, you better take it easy on the bike. You are cutting it very, very close. Now, technically, I think it can go down to like 39 volts, but I'm gonna say 40 to 41 is when you really need to start making sure you're about to charge it or you're gonna be home. I think a 360 camera would have been cool to have on this bike to kind of show the bags and whatnot, because these things are like rock solid back here. I just don't want to turn around for too long periods of time and then someone else come flying down this thing and I run right into them. But yeah, these bags are awesome. I don't hear any type of noise from them whatsoever. The running boards are nice and tight down there. They slide in very easy as well. And it's not bad. I'm just really curious to see when we get to work, when I get off and I put, you know, some 12 packs, and I don't know if I'll get 2 liters. I'm just probably gonna get some snacks for the house, but I'm really curious to see when we hit potholes and whatnot, since we have no suspension, is it gonna be like noisy? Is my soda's gonna like pop up and down? Are we gonna get back to my house and the soda's gonna be like popped or exploded or leaking because we might go over some rough terrain? Now, this isn't the worst terrain that I'm riding on, and not this thing, because this is a nice bike path, but just in general, like on my main Fresno streets that I take back and forth to work, are we gonna have a problem with the cargo that we put in there? And how are these lights gonna look? Perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, so coming up this hill with all this traffic next to me, 46.9 to 47 volts flat. Not too bad. Not bad at all, honestly, for how many miles did we go? We have to go, our current was at 15 to 16 for amps on the controller, and I've been on this ride for about 17 minutes so far, but obviously I cut a lot out already, I'm sure. I have 14 miles on this bike, so really we're at the halfway mark on what they say a range you would get for a 180-pound rider, and I think we're definitely going to get a little bit more than that. But realistically, when I go home, it's only like 6 to 6.5 miles from my house to work, so we're only going to put roughly maybe another 7 miles on this bike right now because I'm almost at work. Ooh. All right, it's definitely bumpy in that section. I definitely hurt a little bit. but not too bad at all. I am definitely beat because I have to pedal to go over 20 miles an hour. So it definitely took a little bit of a workout compared to other bikes that I've rode. We made it. Oh, walking next to the bike is definitely difficult because you can't be like right next to it. So that's something to get used to. Definitely gonna have to walk in the front of it and make sure you don't hit your leg with one of the bags. So Chris, what's going on? Yeah, I gotta pick up some groceries today. Yeah, DoorDash, Uber Eats. I'm telling you, that's what everyone thinks this is when they see it. It's the perfect bike for it. Honestly, 300 pounds in the back, if I haven't said that already, is absolutely insane. But again, you don't get suspension because of that. And that, honestly, that makes sense. So you got to pick and choose. Like, there's probably a cargo bike out there that does have suspension, but what does it hold in the back? Is it 300 pounds or is it 175 pounds, like 150 pounds? This is a lot. 300 pounds is a lot. Oh, I got to find the kickstand again. All right, push the bike back, hold your foot there, and you're good to go. So I'll see you guys in about 9 hours when I load this thing up with groceries, and then we'll see how the lights look. So I'll be back in a sec. All right, so I need to pick up some of this. I need some sodas. These look pretty good. Buy two, get one free. Let's get some of these. Maybe I get one of these. Oh wait, this is real sugar. No, I want wild cherry. Wait, where's wild cherry? Oh, I gotta find one. What's this? Melon water. Well, this one's not good because it's like, you can bend it in, but okay, I'll take this one. All right, cool. Let's get some of these too, because there's a coupon for these, like $1 off. Let's take these. All right, it is time to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if all this stuff fits. And let's see, we got more sodas down here. We got 6 packs. These were on sale. We got some waters just in case we get dehydrated, you know, when we shoot these videos in the garage. We got another water. I like water in canned, I don't know why. And then we got the Jones sodas, and then I got a bunch of frozen stuff, which I didn't show you guys that I was grabbing. But yeah, Eggo waffles, some breakfast stuff, and I had to get some milk. The milk was only $1.99, it was on sale. So I am very curious to see what's gonna fit in here and to see if I can put my backpack still in here once I'm done. But here's some 12 packs, and look at that. Cool. You can definitely see it get heavy on the bike, so now the bike is leaning back. So check that out, that's cool. So I'm gonna even it out and put some on this side too. And that should stay in there. I don't think we'll have any problem with that. Not too bad. Definitely leans though. But I think we should be okay. Now let me put this other bag in here. You might have to get a little creative. But look, hey, that actually fit in there pretty good. Some more stuff I can throw. See if I can get this in here. Beautiful. I got one more thing of sodas, and it looks like we might have to put them on this side. Ooh, it's a little high, so there we go. So it looks like I'm actually going to be carrying my backpack because this definitely filled them up. I do like that you have this. This is pretty cool. I didn't notice this earlier. We have a little pouch right here. I don't know what you would put in there. And then, of course, I can tie these if I want to, which, you know, I think I might because I got so much stuff in here. So we just feed this thing through. I think I'm doing it the right way. And then just clamp it down, and there we go. Should be good. Just put that back in there. Make sure all the Velcro is on here. And make sure I get those. There we go. This is legit. I'm really curious to see how it's gonna ride when we start taking off and see if it's like gonna feel back heavy, like way heavy back here, because we got a lot of weight. It's not that much, but those sodas 12 packs, they weigh a lot. And then I got those 6 packs, so that's what's really weighing it down back here. But so far so good. This is awesome. I didn't put that strap on the inside of this one, so I guess we can see if it makes a slight difference while going around. But cool. Now let's get on the way and check out all these lights. Here's a look at the front real quick, just to show you how much weight we have on the back. This wheel is definitely really high off the ground right now, but it's not gonna go anywhere. But I just thought that's kind of funny that it's just sitting like that.
Is there another one that goes on the top?
Yeah, you can put another one on the top. Yeah, like a cooler style.
Does it snap into those little metal things that are...
Yeah, I think you could bolt them into those little Allen heads, yeah, and I think it comes with washers. I like the fact that they have plexiglass on the side of this bike too, so the bags won't get caught in like the spokes or anything like that. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This just feels weird. I know this is like, everyone's used to doing this. It just feels weird to me having so much weight on the back. I can definitely tell you, I can feel it a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'll get like used to it like real quick. It's not gonna take me too long, but definitely going just like 500 feet, you know, to the, you know, crosswalk right now, I can definitely feel I have a lot of like stuff holding me back. It almost feels like I'm just hiking. Oh, turning is a little rough compared to if you didn't have that. So, wow, I had to get used to that. I hit a bump and I could just feel all the weight kind of just like shimmy. Kind of like if you had like an SUV car and you took a turn very sharp compared to a low like sports car. You just feel that body movement. That's exactly what that felt right now. And right now, this is the stock headlight. It's not great. So before I get on the trail and show you guys how this looks in a pitch black area, and then I switch the headlight on and off so you guys can tell, I am going to turn this light on. Wow. What a huge difference. This is nuts. Oh man, with all this weight, we're barely doing 21 miles per hour up the hill, so. Oh, and our energy bars are down the half. So definitely carrying more weight on this bike, it's definitely gonna make it slower. I can definitely tell I lost some torque. But wow, I'm really impressed with this beacon headlight that they have on their website. It's super cool. You can put this on any bike you want or any electric bike that you get from the company. Let's see how it is through here. Oh my God. Woo. Yeah, definitely don't plan on taking like sharp corners like that. Like that wasn't like terrible, but like the bumpiness of the road and then trying to put my weight into it when you have all the weight, extra weight in the back, definitely a totally different feeling. So it's something you just got to get used to. So if you're gonna load this bike up with some accessories in the back, be prepared to get used to the bike for a little bit. My butt's already hurting right now because I'm definitely pedaling. I've been working all day, so I'm just kind of beat right now, but I want to go back to the stock light. So let me turn this off. The stock light isn't good, and I'll adjust it for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is all the way down. This is way up there. You guys see that on the GoPro? This is up. This is like where it should be, and this is all the way down. So I actually have it at the perfect level right there, but it is not doing anything. And if I was to turn this bike off, you can see the difference. I guess I didn't need to turn the whole entire bike off, but here's with that headlight back on. And really quick, I want to show you guys the brake light, which is going to be a pain in the ass. I'm trying to find the kickstand. All right, there actually, no, it wasn't as bad, but you just can't see the kickstand, especially at night and with these bags. This is the brake light. Not that bright. Definitely people are going to see you, but the fact that it doesn't work with the brake lever is kind of, I don't know, something I don't like. So what I mean by that, when I hit the brake lever, it's not doing anything. It's not getting brighter. See, I am holding the brake lever and nothing's happening. So that is unfortunate. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. Ooh, man. Trying to get that kickstand kicked out from underneath the bike when you have all that weight, it's just really hard on your foot. You got to definitely put some effort into it. I have noticed that my handlebars have been getting looser and looser. I don't know if it's because I need to tighten something on here, but it's definitely moving around. It seems like it's this red clip that's right here on this quick release, because I don't know if I showed you guys, but look, this comes all the way down. You could fold it. I feel like this is coming a little tiny bit loose, so hopefully nothing happens with that. But anyways, let me put it back in pedal assist 5. Let's get out of here because I have some frozen goods, but I'm not using the stock headlight. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna go to this headlight right here. Let's see some of the modes it has. So, oh, all these are not good. Okay. Okay, let's leave it on that. Yeah, there we go. That is nice and bright. Wow, that's fantastic. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm just not happy with the brake light in the back. Well, the light in the back, not the brake light, because brake light would work with brakes. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is the first time ever I've been able to carry a bunch of groceries on a bike. And the fact this thing holds up to 300 pounds in the back is just, it's super nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a nice convenience of being like, I don't have to worry about what I put on the back. Unless you're carrying someone, you know, and both of you guys are like average size, and yeah, you might have to calculate, you know, on how much you can put on this bike, but the fact this goes up to 450 pounds overall and then 300 in the back is just, that's an insane amount of weight. I was telling people at my work, I was like, yeah, this thing holds up to 300 pounds in the back, and they're like, no way. I'm like, yeah. but it doesn't have suspension. And they're like, oh. They're like, is that a rough ride? I'm like, you know what? It's not that bad. If I was to get a new seat, like a Cloud 9 seat on this bike, or a suspension seat post, that would have helped that section back there that I just went off the curb onto the street and then back on the curb. But overall, if you're kind of riding on a regular street and it's not that bumpy, it feels nice and solid. It actually doesn't feel that bad. Like I said, the only thing I'm really worried about right now is just the handlebars ever so slightly feeling a little loose, but as long as they don't fall down on me, I think we should be all right. I'm making sure my bags are still there. So a lot of you guys are probably newer to the channel, maybe subscribed within the last year, last couple months, and I did a video a long time ago. This was probably my first year on YouTube. I had my Onyx RCR, and I had a little baggie. It was a zip, or not a Ziploc, it was a Velcro bag. I don't know why I was thinking about a Ziploc bag. I think that's something I forgot to grab at the store. Damn it, and we could have fit it in the bags. But anyways, it was Velcro, and it held on to the back of the Onyx RCR rear rack. And it was great, right? Well, everyone said to get it. John Angel said it was the best. I go to put it on the bike. I get to work. And all of a sudden, I put my bike up. I go to charge it because I had the 20 amp hour battery or something on the Onyx RCR. It only gets like 20 miles of range or whatever it is. 23 amp hour. Well, anyways, the charger was gone off the rack. I lost a whole entire bag. So I'm always like careful of what I put on my bikes as accessories that might happen to fall off on a ride, especially like your phone. You know, having your phone right here, I always worry about it just like coming out. You never know. So now having these bags, they are secure very well, but since it's my first time, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on them. I guess I can tell because I'm gonna hear a lot of sodas explode and hit the ground if one of those bags came off. But I do like the fact that they put plexiglass in between the wheel and the bags, because now you're not gonna have to worry about, you know, the bags getting stuck in the spokes or hitting the wheels at whatever point. So I feel like that's pretty nice. But yeah, definitely, it's just so weird to turn this bike. It definitely threw off the geometry or whatever you want to call it of how I ride bikes now. It just, all the weight's in the bag. It just feels a little funky, but this is definitely practical for people that are on the go and doing DoorDash, Uber Eats. You're definitely not going to probably have this much weight. But you could go and get small orders from the grocery store as well and do like Instacart or something like that. It's super cool what you can do with these bikes nowadays. And if you guys are worried at all about the 30 miles of range that you're gonna get if you are in pedal assist 5 and you do not pedal at all, you can, I think, put a third battery on here. This is a step-through design, which makes it easier to get on, but there are little holes right here, or I should say like bolt holes. And I swear, I think you can get a battery rack, and then you might be able to slide another battery on there. Like, don't take my word for it, but it seems like that should be a thing to do on this bike. But if you really wanted to get more range, maybe you can carry an extra battery in one of the bags. That's all you have to do. Or you can get an extra storage container on the very top that sits in the very top, like a big like igloo type of like ice chest or something like that. And you could put like an extra battery in there or whatever you want to do. So you could definitely store some extra batteries in here, but it really depends on how much money you want to spend on this bike as well. So with all the accessories I have on here right now, this bike's looking at slightly under $1,900, which is not that bad, I don't think, especially like what you're going to be buying this bike for. It's not really like a group riding type of bike, you know, to go on the group rides, but you definitely can. You could be the person to hold everyone's food or save your leftovers in the bike in the back, or just carry a bunch of stuff like fix a flat stuff, extra tubes, all the tools for the group ride, just in case someone on the group ride gets a flat. There's so many possibilities that you could do on this bike. I really, really like it, but man, I get so tired pedaling these bikes. I'm definitely out of shape, but you know what? I appreciate companies that reach out to me, and electric is a very good one for my books. I really like the company. They're super nice when they send me bikes, and they don't tell me what to say. They basically say, hey, just have fun with the bike. This is kind of an idea of what we would like you to do, but do it in your own way. Especially them sponsoring Mr. Beast, and I watch Mr. Beast videos all the time. All the bikes that they've been giving away, it's super cool, man. Like, you gotta respect a company like that, and they're a huge company. This isn't just some Chinese company that's like trying to make a quick buck. This company is definitely gonna be around for a very, very long time. And one quick note to mention is that 25 on here, 25 on my phone, with being down half battery bar. But you know what we need to do? We can check voltage. So I definitely need to check the voltage on here instead of going off of the energy bars And it says that we're at 40, when I let off, 47.7. And then when I get on it, we're down to 45.5. And remember what I told you guys, I probably wouldn't push this bike lower than like 41 volts because then you're really like pushing it. So I would definitely be careful. 40 is pretty much the cutoff. One thing I gotta get used to on this bike with all the extra weight is looking behind me. So it's very hard to stay steady straight and look behind you without torquing the wheel like a certain way, you know, with all this extra weight. You definitely got to be careful. It's just a learning curve, that's all. This is like my first time ever, you know, doing this. So I haven't hiked anyone on like a BMX bike since I was like 16 or 17. We stopped putting pegs on our bikes after we kind of grew up and realized that grinding is just not for us. When we would break axles and bend them and everything like that, we're like, nah, we're good. Oh man, so we're down to our last 3 battery bars, and what that means on electric bikes is under 46 volts. It will go down to your last 3 battery bars. Reading my voltage is great because I'd be a little bit paranoid if I saw 3 battery bars, or energy bars, I should say, on this display. I definitely would be worrying like, oh my God, am I gonna make it home? But now that I know it's at 46 volts, roughly around there, I'm not tripping. We got a few miles to still go on this. I would say maybe 8 miles or so, I think, left. Let me see how many miles we've actually done on these batteries since I've charged them. Oh, by the way, our current on the controller is 16 amps. And I've been riding for 11 minutes, which is actually fantastic. That's actually pretty good coming home. And I've done almost 20 miles. So we're down to 3 battery bars for about 20 miles of range, and that's pretty accurate. I did a test in my video review, and that was actually pretty spot on. I will say that one thing I'm not selling with this bike, first off, not giving away my iPhone holder, but this headlight. I actually really dig this headlight. So even if you're not thinking about buying a bike from the company, please click the links down in the description. You don't even have to buy the bike if you don't want, but I would highly suggest picking up this headlight. This is very cool because it comes off in like 5 seconds, and you can move it to your other bike or whatever you want to do with it. You can take it off just to use it to go to the mailbox or on a night ride or something, or when you're walking around the neighborhood, you know, if you're just trying to get some exercise. I think it's super cool. Or trying to find something underneath your car, in your car. If you drop a bolt while you're working on it. I know how those days were when I was working on my car. I'm definitely taking this headlight with me. So the next person that gets this bike after I get rid of it, because obviously I can't keep everything. I have already like 2 or 3 bikes on the way already. So I'm definitely keeping this headlight. I'm not even gonna mention that it comes with this. But it's definitely changing in weather around here. So right now it feels like it's probably like 60 something, 70. I can definitely tell that it's getting colder because my nose is starting to run right now, and my car normally frosts up overnight. I can see it on my cameras outside. So it's definitely getting colder around here. We're gonna start wearing our Beyond Riders armor, our jackets, and I also have a motorcycle jacket as well I'll start wearing. So I look forward to that. I honestly like when it's colder outside instead of being super, super hot, because I can't just take off all my clothes when it's super hot. But I could always wear more clothes when it is cold. But there you go, guys. That's cool. So 20 to 21 miles because this took a while to update. My cameras are going off. The energy bars go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're back up to 6 energy bars after I let off. The voltage is at 47.3 when it's sitting here. And what I want to do right now, got to find the kickstand, push the bike back, let it sit on there, and let's see if anything broke. It felt pretty solid, I'll be honest. I didn't hear anything like clicking and clacking around, so I am not too worried. Nope. All these bottles look good. I don't see anything broken. Nothing's leaking. Yep. So we're good on that. Now let me not break it putting it on the ground. That'd be my luck, right? Let's do this side, open this up. My milk is still intact. Nothing's wrong with it. This is a pretty solid side. Honestly, the way I packed this is pretty dope. And yeah, these are all good. So if you're definitely interested in picking up this bike, please think about using the links down in the description. And if you guys want to get the bags, I'll put them on the screen so you guys can see how much they cost. Definitely a good upgrade on this bike if you want to haul stuff like I just did right now. That was pretty effortlessly, and I didn't have to like bring my car around, waste gas and money, and it's pretty comfortable. I just had to put my backpack on because I couldn't fit it on there, but maybe don't get so many groceries. The 12 packs definitely took up a lot of room, but you guys are true MVPs. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one, and you're definitely going to see more of this beacon headlight because I'm going to throw it on one of my other bikes. All right, guys, peace out. Have a good day, and be safe out there. Wear your gear.